Assalamualaikum to Surazi. My name is Sazwani binti Musawir. Today, I'll be demonstrating the DHCP server configuration for our mini project. Before we begin, we need to set up both the server and client in virtual environment. We use VirtualBox to create two virtual machines, one named server, one named client. Both run Debian 11, which is a stable and lightweight Linux distribution. For the server, set adapter 1 to NAT, and for adapter 2, set to internal network. Make sure virtual cable connector box is checked. While for the client, enable adapter 1, set to internal network, and make sure the virtual cable connector box is checked also. Now let's move to the actual setup. First, check the network interface on the server using this command. This shows all the interface, including ENP0S3 for NAT and ENP0S8 for the internal network. So we can see the internal IP address also. Next, open the network configuration by using this command and add this script. Save and exit. Restart the network by using this command. Then update the package before installing the DHCP server package. Next, install DHCP server by using this command. Then open the DHCP server configuration by using this command. And then we set up the interface before to ENP0X8. Next, open the DHCP server main configuration file using this command and add this subnet. And restart the server and status to make sure it's running. In client machine, open the network configuration file using this command and add this command. Restart the network and command IP update to confirm that the client successfully obtained the IP address from the DHCP server. This is the IP address. Before testing, use this command to verify that the client has successfully obtained an IP list from the DHCP server. Finally, test connectivity from server to client. And client to server. So we can see both things were successful, confirming that the network is working and the DHCP is functional. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Fazna binti Majadi. My matric number is B0324108781. Today, I want to talk about SFTP. Secure File Share Protocol, SFTP, is a network protocol that allows to securely access, share, and manage hard files and sensitive data. So in this project, I will configure an SFTP server on the Linux server to allow secure files transfer between the server and clients. User will be able to upload and download the files securely using SFTP clients. Step 1. We go to the terminal and we type sudo apt install open SSH server. Okay, the system is confirmed that the OpenSSH server is already installed and up and dead. So we need to enter our password. So it you already installed in our virtual machine. So next is opening sudo nano tetra ssh sshd config file. We open sshd config file and we go to SSH file is open. So using Nano to modify SSH and SFTP server setting. So we can see update down. Okay. We see the subsystem mesh group directives and are added without hashtag. So these all need to be activated. The match user, SFTP user, CRUD directory, XSL forwarding number, password authorization, yes. So allow TCP forwarding no for host combined internet and SFTP. So these all SFTP configuration apply in SSHD config file. Then control X. Then we need to activate the listening on port. So confirming that the server is already accept the SFTP connection. Also the system CTL status SSH. So we can see the started OpenBSD secure shell server. After that, we will create SFTP server group and SFTP user account. So should be created with restriction shell access to secure file transfer. Since we already created, so the group SFTP server already exists. Next, we should enable the sudo service. So it will be restart. After that, we need to add user sudo add user SFTP user ignore group in group SFTP user and SR user has been no login. So since we already added, so the user SFTP users already exists. Now we go to the SFTP approved directory is created and ownership is configured to meet the CRUD and the access requirement. So for that we should create a directory in SFTP user. User directory. Okay. So NKD cannot create a directory because I already created the file directory in SFTP user account. So we just check ls in from SFTP user. So these are the you can see here the directory was created SFTP user directory. So now I will set the ownership and permission on the user home directory. So sudo root root home sftp user. Then sudo root home sftp user. Then enter. After that, we set up the permission to the SFTP user to access the files. From SFTP user SFTP user directory. Okay, after we setting the ownership and the permission, for the testing procedure virtual machine, now we go to the client virtual machine. First, we need to create a file. So I put for the test only txt. Oh, sorry. First, we need to create a file. Test txt. Okay. After that, we need to check. Okay. So we check ls. We have a file text or text. Then once file created, then we need to connect the SFTP server. So we type SFTP user and the IP address we set up in the DHP server. So 254. After that, we need to enter the password to access. So after once connected, then we need to test the SFTP server by uploading and downloading the SFTP user directory from the directory. So here I will put test only txt SFTP user directory. So the file was uploading successfully. Then I try to access in server file. Then I will check ls file home SFTP user SFTP user directory. We can see here text ori txt. So from here we know users can able to upload and download the files securely using SFTP clients. So once we transfer the files, the server will access the files and can update the files also. Okay, that's all from mine. Thank you so much.
My name is Kamleshwari Alapapan Parapaya and my metric number is B0324105112. Today I'm going to explain and demonstrate my part, which is the web service. So what is a web service? A web service allows web-based application to communicate using standard internet protocols. In this project, we use Apache on Debian to host a simple web page that can be accessed by clients on the network, showing that the web service is working. So now I'm going to start demonstrating. First of all, we are going to update the package list. So this is the command for it. So once it has updated, we will have to install the Apache web server. So the command is Okay. All right. So once it has successfully installed, we have to start the Apache service and enable it. So the command for it is cl start Apache 2, and then we have to enable it. All right, and then we have to create the index HTML to show the output in the Apache localhost. So command will be sudo index. So originally the code inside this index.html was the localhost page. So I've deleted the code and replaced it with this to show the output in the localhost. So I'm going to save this file, and then I'm going to go to the Firefox website and search for localhost. So this is where our testing procedure starts, where the Apache is working. The output can be seen in this localhost. And then next, I'm gonna go try it in the client. So let's go to the client terminal. So I'm gonna go to the website, the Firefox, and I'll be using our server IP address to access the output here for the localhost. So the IP address will be 192.168.1.254. So here's our client output. So it's working. You can close this. Okay, next. So let's see if you encounter any issues. You can check the Apache error logs. So here is the command. Okay, so this is how it shows. Then you can just Control Z to go back or to stop the command. So that is all from my side of demonstrating the web service. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aishafia binti Wan Muhammad Nur. My metric number is B0324105881. Today, I will explain the step to set up the MariaDB using a server client architecture. First, I will explain the server-side configurations. We begin by updating the server system. This step ensures that all software packages are up to date and help prevent compatibility or security issues. Next, we install a MariaDB server, which allows the server to host and manage the database. After installation, we check the MariaDB service status to confirm that it is running correctly. Then we secure MariaDB by running the security configuration command. This step is important because it sets the root password, remove anonymized anonymize users, disable a remote root login, and delete the test database. This action helps to protect the database from unauthorized access. After that, we configure MariaDB to allow connection from others' computers on the network. By default, MariaDB only accepts local connection. We modify the bin address so that the server can accept client connections remotely. Once the configuration is changed, we restart MariaDB to apply the setting. We change the bin address to 0.0.0.0. And after that, we restart MariaDB to apply the setting. Next, we create a specific user for the clients. This is important because the client should not use the root password. We also grant the necessary privilege so the client can access and manage the database securely. And now I will explain the client-side configuration. First, we update the client system to ensure it has the latest package information. Then we install the MariaDB client, which provides the tools needed to connect to the database server remotely. After installation, the clients connect to the MariaDB server using the IP address along with the username and password created earlier. Once connected, the client can interact with the server database. We create the database. Make sure the database already exists because I already add the database using FinalDB. Then we see the database. Next, we select the project database and create a table to store project members' information, such as ID, name, measured numbers, and assigns tasks. Finally, we insert data into the table to store the actual project members' record. In conclusions, the setup allows the database server to manage data centrally, while client can access and manage the data remotely in a secure and organized manner. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.